Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaRakakwadash, a double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And that's just going to be another update on war, because currently, or recently, Salakia, you just had Russia, they pull out of that, basically that contract or that bond, stating that, no nuclear arms testing will be done, and right after that, you now have the U.S. saying they're going to modernize its top nuclear bomb. Hey, so we're getting closer and closer into the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as the scripture says, man. Though it tarry, wait for it. Hey, the nations are preparing for that final fireworks show, or the final, the final song, so to speak. It says the Pentagon said it wants to develop a new variant of the air-dropped B-61. It says the U.S. Department of Defense announced on Friday a project to upgrade its main nuclear security it's like an administration. 1 second. To upgrade its main nuclear gravity bomb. It says that will develop the B-6113 munition pending the approval and funding by Congress. So everybody is in on what's about to go down. Now it's chess moves that need to be set up, and plays that need to occur before, the end-all, be-all. But nevertheless, they're gearing up for that great and dreadful day, as the scripture speaks about. It says the B-6113 represents a reasonable step to manage the challenges of a highly dynamic security environment. While it provides us with additional flexibility, production of the B-6113 will not increase the overall number of weapons in our nuclear stockpile. But what it does is, instead of saying like you have regular, put it in terms of common swords. Instead of saying you got like regular bullets or whatever, these bullets will be flammable. But it upgrades the power or the efficiency of that weapon, right? It says to describe the announcement as a reflective and changing security environment and growing threats from potential adversaries. And who are some of these adversaries? Hey, you have Russia, you have China, you have Iran. These are some of these adversaries in which America is going to have to face. But nevertheless, it's going to be more than that, because the scripture tells us they all ye that bend the bow shall shoot at her and spare no arrows. So all these nations who are nuclear capable will, eventually press that button. In the last video, we spoke about how Putin had, his generals with the nuclear briefcase. Hey, well, that energy is still within the air. As you see, America now saying, okay, we got to get better weapons. Hey, we have a larger threat ahead of us, basically. Hey, which is exactly what it is. It says, according to the Pentagon, the B-6113 project will use the established production capabilities supporting the B-6112, right? So it's upgrading it, improving it. It says with modern safety, security, and accuracy features. And we're going to get that in the book of Joel. Hey, because America, not only is Babylon the Great going to be, destroyed, but you're going to also have other parts of the earth that get hit with these missiles as well. Thus saith the scriptures. Hey, because America is going to let off as well. It says the B-6112 is a tactical weapon with a yield range from 0.3 to 50 kilotons. The B-6117 is a strategic bomb that goes up to 340 kilotons, according to the military newspaper Stars and Stripes. The newest variant may replace some of the B-6117 as well as the B-83, which is due to be retired soon. Now, after I read this paragraph, I'm hopping to the precepts. It says, first designed in 1963, the B-61 is a primary airdrop thermonuclear weapon in the U.S. arsenal. In addition to the B-11 Lancer, B-2 Spirit, and B-52 Stratofortress bombers, the bomb can also be carried by the F-15 and the F-16 tactical attack jets. It says the F-35 also has been testing the capability to carry and deploy it, though it is not officially rated for it yet. So, hey, the more we get into reading it, they just go deeper into, the specs of what they're planning to do, how it's going to work, or, how it's getting better, which the scriptures clearly tell us about. Hey, they're going to whet that glittering spear. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab that. This is Isaiah 13. We'll get another one, Salaki. This is the Whet to perfect. Psalms 7. This is Psalm 7. And I'm gonna start here at 11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready, right? Whet means to be sharpened or to be perfected, right? And that's exactly what Yahweh Shem Shai is having these nations do. He's having them perfect this weapon or these arrows in order to actually use them. They're not just about to be put up. We always say that. Hey, the apostles have said it. Hey, they're not just creating these to be put in a museum. They're gearing this up because they know, hey, ultimately, that it's inevitable to prevent this, man. You know? Because the further and further America moves, hey, the more and more it irritates these countries, the more rape, rob, and murder that it does into these other nations. And the nations are sick, you know? They're sick of this horror, man. That's why the scripture says they have drunken and the nations are mad. Everybody is tired of Esau. You can go literally speak to any nation of people, and they're going to tell you that they hate Esau, man. Whatever reasons it be for, they're going to tell you that the people that they hate is man. Because he's a cancer upon the earth. Hey, when we go into the scriptures, go into the book of John, it tells us the thief cometh not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. That's all he's been doing. And it's not only the Jake. You know, we're the main target. We're the main target of it. But he does it to everybody, man. Esau don't care who it is. He take from his own. You know? So all these nations are mad. And what are they going to do? Yahweh Shema Shah is going to put that evil thought within their mind. And them buttons is going to be pressed. And they're going to be sent off. Right? That was 12. It said, bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. What are those arrows speaking about? Hey, because the prophets could only use the words that they had for the times that they lived in. It wasn't a word for missile back then. It wasn't a word for ICBM. It wasn't a word for nuke. So what they seen, the visions, which were modern day visions in which they were looking at, that Yahweh Shem Shai gave them, what happened? They seen these apparatuses, so to speak, that looked like arrows to them. They seen, as the scripture says in the book of Joel, a flame before them and a fire burneth behind them, man. And they called them arrows, but they were speaking of the missiles. So let's read again. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows he ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. So let's go into the book of Joel. You know, he spoke about it. I'm going to bring it out. Joel 2. I'm going to start at the top. It says, blow your trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Bashim Shai cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and a day of gloominess. It's like a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Now we're going to go to 3. This is the point. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. And speaking of the same instruments, the wasters, as the scriptures say, to destroy, man. You know, the waster to destroy, which is your nukes, man. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. And that's speaking what? The cause and effect, or the before and after, man. You know, before, this place is seen as the Garden of Eden, a paradise. You know, the land flowing with milk and honey of opportunity, the melting pot. But it says what? After them, what? A desolate wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. Meaning what? That after they hit, this place is going to be only inhabited by desert creatures, as the scripture tells you, man. right? It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. Horses represent power. And as horsemen shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array, right? And that's not talking about a physical army, but it's speaking of the formation of these nukes when they begun to be shot in the air, right? 6, before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather together blackness. It says, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march, everyone on his ways, right? Each nuke is set for a specific longitude and latitude point, meaning it is dedicated unto a specific location upon the earth, a specific location in Babylon. And it says, and they shall not break their ranks, meaning what? They're not going to be bumping into each other. They're not going to blow up in the air. And when you watch these superhero movies, whether it be Marvel, DC, so forth and so on, it even happened in the G.I. Joe movie when they was in Paris. They shot the nukes off in the air, and then they deactivated one with a code. Another one popped in the air, and it destroyed another one. That's none of that is going to be happening, man. None of that Disney stuff. Once they shot off, it's over. Ain't no turning back the fire after a shot. Can you drop a bullet after it's been fired in out of a gun? No. Well, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I ain't gonna allow these missiles to be shot out and then deactivated, man. 7, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall not break their ranks. And that's exactly what we spoke of. It says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one on his path, its trajectory, its appointed trajectory. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, right, due to that power. Because the scripture speaks about how the earth shall move to and fro like a drunkard, man, when they hit. So the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And that's because the smoke of her torment, does the scripture say, shall go up forever, right? I'm gonna read 11. It says, and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? And that's what you call it? Lord will, the word comes to my mind. Basically, one of them questions that people ask, but you already know the answer. That's one of those questions, man. Not a hypothetical. Lord will, the word come back to me. But nevertheless, man, if Yahweh Shem Yahshua ultimately doesn't save you from this, then you're gonna be caught up in it, man. It's no escaping it unless he allows you to escape by receiving salvation and being caught up in the clouds, man, in the chariots. Because that's the only way you can get away from this, man, is to be caught up. Only the one that allowed and sent the missiles, can deliver you from them. Ain't no going to a different land, ain't no bunker. That now we understand the elites are gonna be in bunkers, underwaters. The scripture speaks about them being basically hidden, but they're gonna also be snatched up by the men of the Lord, when it's all over. But nevertheless, the average American, you have no defense against this, man. Our defense is in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's where our defense lies. So we hope and pray, that we be found faithful and worthy to escape this great and dreadful day, as the scripture speaks, man. But I just want to bring this lesson into the body. Lord willing, it was edifying that we see what the end all be all is going to be. These nations are showing forth how much they hate each other. That division amongst the world. So it's only going to get heavier and heavier, according to prophecy. Hey, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.